Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Dr. Saeed Irfanullah from Abbasian University, Peshawar. Today it is our second lecture on the information security. Once again, let me tell you that I have uploaded uh, all the related material, assignments and quizzes on the server, and you are requested to download them uh, and reply to the assignment and quizzes. Some of the video lectures are uploaded and some are missing, so I am taking those are missing and those are available. You can go through those on the links. Today we are discussing the lecture number 2, which is about the threat environment. So as we have discussed in the previous lecture, that if you wish to become a good network security expert, you must be aware of the threat environment. And if you don't know about the threat environment, then you cannot generate a proper type of security. So there are two types of the insider attackers and the outsider attackers. So insider attackers are those attackers which originates from inside a corporation. For example, employee of the organization are the expert. Why employees are the threat? How can employees compromise your system? Because you know that the employee knows about all the secrets and information regarding your organization. He knows all the related information, even the password and the superstructure of the organization. So if an employee has been paid by some other one in a bribery or by some other means, so that he can share your secret information. So that's why we say that employee is a threat. So employees and ex-employees are dangerous because they have a knowledge of the internal system. They often have the permissions to access the system. They often know how to avoid the detection. Employees generally are trusted. So the reason because you do not trust on an employee, then of course how you can run the system of an organization. So of course you are trusting on him, but with this trust, these are the issues to the employee who can compromise your data. IT and especially IT security professionals are the greatest employees threat because they know the security features and the flaws, the advantages and the disadvantages. That's why they are even more uh, serious as compared to the other employees. The employee sabotage, destruction of the hardware, software, or data. So employee can destroy your hardware, your software, or data. He may plant a time bomb or a logic bomb on computer. So if he wish to camouflage, so he displayed a time bomb to the system, and as uh, a specific time reaches, that logic or the time bomb automatically executes and may destroy your data. So he can destroy and destruct a lot of your resources. Employee hacking. Hacking is intentionally accessing a computer resources without authorization. In the access of the authorization, authorization is the key. So then employee can hack the other resources. For example, for some of the resources, an employee is not authorized, but he knows the structure of the organization. So he hack because he is beyond the firewall, and one of the restrictions that those are deployed by the firewall are not deployed upon the employee. So that he, for example, if you look at the Abbasian University, here there are the employees who are working in the exam section or in the finance system. So they are sitting together and one person is giving a password, the other one is looking. So by one or two exercises, he may memorize the password of the other man. And by this way, he can hack directly or indirectly. Imply financial thefts. So misappropriation of the assets or theft of money. So the assets, those are available in the organization, he misused, he misplaced these assets or may theft some of the money. So implied theft of intellectual property. So what is the intellectual property? First, we should understand that what is an intellectual property. And intellectual property are the copyrights or the patents. Those are the assets of the organization upon which the company or the organization is paying to the researchers to maintain their monopoly in the market. So these patents and the copyrights are available and known to the employees. So he may steal or theft these patents and may sell to the other organizations who are competitors to the company. For example, if a person is working in a Pepsi Cola company and he generates a flavor, a special flavor of the Pepsi, but another company in a competition, for example, Coca-Cola, he may sell that formula to them. So they can also deploy the same product in the organization. So by this, a competitor comes into the market. So that is the intellectual property in the general sense, and in terms of the computer science and the computer related issues. For example, if you have developed a system for the detection of the brain hemorrhage, now you deploy a CT scan or MRI or device for this with this specific um, uh, with this specific property or feature. Now, another competitor is also wishing to have such a feature in their MRI and CT scans. So they purchase that one from them and deploy it into them. So one of the other very uh, popular case that was sued against the Samsung by the Apple, that they have stolen the intellectual property of the iPhone technology from them. And how it was done, that there were a number of employees who are working in the Apple Corporation. They left their job and they were hired by the Samsung Corporation. They developed the mobile devices for them also. So once it has been developed, the Apple went to the court that this is our sole patent and we are the initiators in this technology. How they received it? They proved in the court, and Samsung was fined by around, I'm not sure about, but more than $5 billion. This is a very big amount. Employee extortion. Perpetrator tries to obtain money or other goods by threatening to take action that would be against the victim's interest. Sometimes an employee is harassed and he has been told that if you are not going to do this thing, we will give you some sort of harm. We will give you a physical punishment, or we will disclose some of your secrets, or we will take your child, and so. So by this, he has been depressed and he shares the information. The sexual and racial harassment of other employees. They take the sexual pictures or the racial information, and they are telling them that if you are not doing this job for us, we will share your these information on the public and to the internet. So this is an employee computer and internet abuse. This is sometimes this is sometime happening that an employee is watching different types of websites, videos. Those are officially banned in the organization. So if these are banned in the organization, then they are using the of time I have observed that the pornographic websites and the music and the videos and the YouTube, they are opening these sites. So some are the genuine and they do not harm you. But most of such sites are for the purpose of the prey, means shikar. That an employee will come there, give them some of the offers, do this and this and this. Huh? And by this, they are involved in that and they steal the very important data related to the organization. Non-internet computer abuse. Access to the sensitive personal information motivated by the curiosity. In one survey at a security conference, 1 in 3 admitted to looking the confidential and personal information in ways unrelated to their job. This is a very important thing that you make a friendship with someone, you sit with them, you share the cup of tea, you share the food with him, and when he is doing something, uh, the other man is looking into it and he sees which type of password is he giving, which type of uh, the data he is looking for. And by this, he learns a lot of information and these informations are shared. Data loss. Loss of a laptop or a storage media. For example, they copy a data into a laptop or into a storage media means USB and it has been lost. Intentionally or unintentionally, this is something else, but it has been lost. So by this way, once it is lost, it may be taken by some of the competitors that may harm. Other internal attackers. So contract workers, it is a very big issue. For example, you hire the employees for a specific short period of time, means for a specific project or the daily wages to whom you are paying uh, just on daily basis or on a weekly basis. So they don't have an interest in your organization or in a company. And by this, they collect a lot of secret information from you. And these are shared. So thank you. This is the overall lecture of today's lecture. And let me show you the other slides also. So the detail is available over here. So you can see the details over here, what I discussed. Thank you. I'm Dr. Faisal Kamullah from Awasin University.